Vegas Virology.
Hi. So it's really an honor for us to get interviewed by you. We know you have such a busy schedule. So again, Vegas Virology, we are really excited about this interview.
Why did you guys start a YouTube channel?
It's honestly something that the three of us have wanted to do for a while. There's supposed to be a fourth member, Billy's wife here, but unfortunately she has too much of a busy schedule and whatnot. But yeah, it's just something that we've wanted to do together, and it's awesome creating videos because we do get to spend a lot of time together.
Brandon, why did you collect Funko Pops?
It all started on my birthday when my brother decided to get me a couple of Walking Dead Pops. This was the first one I opened, and he got me 6 of them. So after I got these, I just went downhill. I started buying a lot, and then I started buying a lot more. I'm currently at, I think, 78 right now.
Wow.
And I really like collecting these. I think these are really cool, and this is a common one, so that's why he's out of his box. I keep my commons out of the box and my exclusives in their box. So this was my first one, and this is my favorite one that I have right now from all of my my whole collection. So the reason I do these videos is because I think they're just awesome. I like how they have commons and exclusives, and they have a huge variety of things. They have like movies, games, everything you need. So basically, if you're a fan of anything, you can literally find one of these. And some people don't know about these, but they're really cool. So I'm glad to make videos about things that most people don't know about.
Funko Pops, so cool. Daddy, Gigi, why do you like The Walking Dead?
So all three of us love The Walking Dead, the TV show. But since the question was directed at me and Billy, we're assuming that you're talking about The Walking Dead Road to Survival, which is the mobile game.
Yeah, and for the mobile game, for me, as you probably know, I'm on my phone all the time anyway, like 3-4 hours a day on that stupid game. So it just makes sense for me to do videos because I feel like as far as a player, I'm kind of above average. I think with an S5 team, that's pretty safe to say. And I just feel like there's stuff, little tips and tricks that I've learned along the way that I can pass on to new players so they can build their own teams.
Yeah, I love the mobile game. It's probably the only mobile game that I've played consistently for years now.
Clash of Clans for a while.
Well, yeah, Clash of Clans, it's on and off, but that's the game since I started playing it. I haven't really quit since the first time. But it's the only game I've ever spent real money on, so that's another thing. But yeah, love the mobile game is probably my favorite mobile game I've ever
Well,
played.
not only that, but also because you said we like The Walking Dead. The other thing that's really cool about that game for us is the fact that the game and the comic...
Oh yeah, it ties into the comic a lot.
They tie to the comic. Like, I've learned about characters that I never would have learned about. The first time I even heard Jesus' name was in the game, and then he was revealed in the next season, and I think that's really cool because I didn't read the comic. He did, so he's not allowed to do any prediction videos for Walking Dead, by the way.
Who's your favorite Pokemon?
So my favorite Pokemon is Lucario. He's a steel/fighting type. Fighting type Pokemons are my favorite type of Pokemon.
Mine for the longest time was Bulbasaur, because I'm a huge fan of the original 151. But ever since the Pokemon Turtwig come out, which is another of the grass starters, I just fell in love with it. It's my favorite Pokemon of all time.
Well, I only like the first 151, so my favorite has to come from the first 151. Mine is Charmander, easily, hands down.
What's your favorite movie?
So that's kind of a tough question for me because I don't really have one specific movie that I can isolate. From Disney, it's definitely The Lion King. Horror films would be the original Walking Dead, or like right up next to it is the Dawn of the Dead, the 1970s one. I really like that one. And then the last one I want to mention, just like honorable mention, one of my favorite comedies is Happy Gilmore. I really like that movie. I've watched it probably 50 times.
So personally, I'm a huge Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey. I'm a huge comedy fan. So my honorable mention is going to be the Purge movies. Now, I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a fan of horror films, and that's not. I guess it falls in the horror genre, but it's more like a suspense. But that is definitely a great movie. But my favorite movie of all time has to be Liar Liar. Jim Carrey is just a comedical genius.
And my honorable mention is going to be the whole Halloween series. I think those movies were pretty good. And my favorite Disney movie is Cars 3, and my favorite overall movie would probably be Deadpool. I can't wait for Deadpool 2 because I think it's going to be a really funny movie.
Who's your favorite Disney princess?
Wow. You are hitting us with the hard questions, aren't you? Rapunzel is probably my favorite Disney princess just because she's not your typical damsel in distress. She's kind of a, I'm going to do what I want and I'm going to follow my dream no matter what.
Okay, so for me, it's probably Jasmine. When I was a kid, I had a Jasmine doll. I don't know if it was an action figure. I guess some kids would be mad about it. No, it was like a little princess doll. And it was really cool because the joints moved. And I remember I used to have that doll, that Jasmine doll, fight. I had a Terminator 2, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I would actually make them fight. And I had so much fun with those two dolls. So yeah, definitely Jasmine for me.
I think mine would probably be Belle. I never really thought about the princesses, but the new Beauty and the Beast movie was really awesome. So yeah, I'd have to say Belle.
What's your favorite food?
As you can see, I love food. I love food. My favorite meal would have to be prime rib. I love steaks. So
what about dessert?
prime rib. Ooh, dessert. Cheesecake. Easy. Cheesecake.
Chicken parm and brownie sundaes.
These guys are ridiculous.
I like mac and cheese. What other videos guys gonna make?
So I'm going to do a new series for you guys. It's called Mobile Game Monday. I'm going to go on the App Store and look at the top 10 game apps. And I'm going to pick one and do a review for you guys every Monday.
Yeah, and me and Billy enjoy doing the Walking Dead Road to Survival videos. And we're all huge Walking Dead fans. And as you may or may not know, the new season of Walking Dead just started this past Sunday. So we're going to start another new series, a reaction to the newest episode of The Walking Dead.
Yeah, and in addition to all of that, these new things that we're coming up, we're always thinking of new ideas, but one thing that we're going to focus on more is more vlogging, like when we go to somewhere cool or do something interesting or just come up with an interesting game to play. That's something that we were thinking about doing as well.
When is your bedtime?
Well, my bedtime is about 3 hours earlier than when I actually go to sleep.
Well, my bedtime would have to be... there's no set time, but it just whenever I fall asleep, I guess.
My bedtime is at 7:30
PM or AM?
p.m.
Oh, that was a party. Okay, so that's all the questions we're going to take for right now. Thank you so much again for this interview. We really appreciate it. We know that you have such a busy, hectic schedule, and taking time out of your day to talk with us has been really great.
Yeah, it was fun answering all the questions that you asked us.
And for me personally, it was a pleasure meeting you. And to all of our subscribers out there, if you have any other additional questions you want to ask us, we'd be happy to answer them because we love hearing from you guys. And like always, thank you for watching, and like and subscribe down below.
See you next time.
Bye.
Goodbye. See you next time.
That goose. You need to make it funny too, like. Can you say it? Drama queen. Hey,
Trauma clean.
not clean, not drama queen.
I don't know what.
You don't know the words? The word who? Who's your favorite Disney princess?
Cinderella.
No, ask.
It was a pleasure. So if you subscribers have what? Personally, it was a pleasure meeting you. And to all of our subscribers,
Meeting you. That was his fault. My eyes are watering up, and I don't know if I can do this. Oh wait, I go first. Okay. Unique New York.
you said that wrong.
Unique New York.
You said that. You said unique New York. Unique New York.
I don't know how to do it.